Hey guys, it's Michael from Fire and Brilliance, and today we'll be talking about another gem shape. Today we'll be providing two types of CNC moissanite, which is a previously discontinued moissanite, the Forever Brilliant, to the regular Forever One moissanite, and then we'll compare those two with the Supernova Moissanite, which is one of the newer types of moissanite. And so we'll be comparing the colors, the cut, the way it's faceted, and all those types of things, and how it shines under different types of lighting environments. Okay, so I'll get right into it for you.
What I want to show you that's quite special is a previous version of the Charles & Colvard moissanite. The first one that you see here, okay, is a 9x7 millimeter Forever Brilliant moissanite. This specific type of moissanite has been discontinued since the colorless moissanite was released about a year and a half or almost 2 years ago. The things I do want to go over is the color. It's definitely a lot warmer than that of the modern moissanite types, okay? This specific stone is, I would say, closer to a J color, between possibly a J or even a K color. If you do prefer it, and a lot of people do, it's because of the fact that it's warm. A lot of people actually like the warmer tone of a gemstone, and these types of colored stones will pair very well with specific types of metal types, okay, such as rose gold. It gives it that very vintage look. So that's the main feature of a Forever Brilliant stone. All right, this has been discontinued. We have a few, I think, left in stock. This is a 9x7 millimeter. It is an emerald cut, and the emerald cut, it's an elongated cut, a rectangular shape. Okay, and it's a step cut. A step cut meaning, if you notice here, there aren't many facets that makes it really brilliant. It will shine, however, you'll see the straight lines that's parallel, right, to the edge of the stone. Okay, that's considered a step cut. Now, the next stone that I want to take out is a Forever One colorless moissanite by Charles & Colvard. It's also an emerald cut. Now, this is the more modern version of the moissanite. It's the colorless version, okay? And this is a smaller stone. For comparison purposes, we typically try to use the closest size, if not the same size. Primarily, the same size is preferred. The only issue is, again, the Forever Brilliant has been discontinued, so the closest size that we actually have is a 9x7. So this is an 8x6. Okay, millimeter Forever One Charles & Colvard moissanite. It definitely is more of a traditional vintage look. So if you're looking to make a piece of antique jewelry, the emerald cut may be what you're looking for. For this specific stone, if you notice the way Charles & Colvard cuts their emerald cut, and many emerald cuts, for that matter, you'll see that they will cut down the edges of the stone right there quite significantly compared to that of the Supernova, which I will show you shortly. So they basically faceted the edge right there, and they kind of cut it down all the corners. All right, this is within the DEF color. This is within the based on my observation, looks closer to a J K color. The sparkle is relatively the same. The brilliance, the fire is relatively the same. The difference is in the color and the size of these two stones, all right? So, and the last stone that I want to compare it with, which is also an emerald cut, is a different moissanite altogether. Many of you may have seen my recent video of our release of the Supernova Moissanite. All right, this is a rather new moissanite type or brand in the market. Okay, this is also an emerald cut. If you notice here, their emerald cut is cut slightly different than that of the Charles & Colvard moissanite. Okay, the facets are still there. It seems as if it's a little further apart, so you'll notice that the facets are slightly wider than that of the CNC moissanite. And again, it's not a knock on Supernova, nor is it a knock on CNC. It's really a matter of preference and what you like and how you like it to look. Everyone has a different taste, everyone has different styles, everyone has a different preference. If you want a specific stone that where the facets are closer together and it sparkles closer together, then you may want to go with the CNC Moissanite. If you want a stone that has wider facets where it will decrease the shine slightly a bit, okay, where you may want to set it on a specific piece of jewelry and you want it to look a little more antique-ish, right, with the facets not being so close together, then you may want to go with the Supernova. Okay, and the Supernova, if you take a look at the corners of what I had mentioned earlier with Charles and Kovar, the way they actually cut and facet these corners of the emerald cut, it seems as if it's slightly wider than that of the Supernova. This is about a possibly a K to L color. This is more the colorless version of Moissanite today, of Charles and Kovar, DEF, and with Supernova being right in between, about an F to G color, very high-end near colorless, low-end colorless type of color. That's usually within the range of where the Supernova will fall. Alright guys, so I'm going to measure the first stone, which is the Forever Brilliant Moissanite. This is, again, a 9x7 millimeter. Okay, so there you go. That's a 7.03 millimeter to be exact. And the long side is a 8.94 millimeter. There is a tolerance or a variance that is allowed by these cutting houses where it can be plus or minus about 0.05 to 0.1 millimeter. Typically it's on the upside as opposed to on the downside. And if you also want to know the depth of the stone, or from the table facet all the way down to the culet or the bottom point of the stone, this specific one is a 4.47 millimeter. All right, so the next stone, guys, will be the Forever One Colorless Moissanite by Charles and Kovar, also an emerald cut. This one again is the 8x6 millimeter. So that's a 6 millimeter to be exact. So that one's cut pretty precisely. So it's going up between a 6 to a 6.01. So it's probably approximately about a 6.005, probably around there because it's moving a little bit. Okay. Now that's the short side. Now the long side is an 8.1 millimeter. The depth of this stone, okay, is a 3.93 millimeter. The last stone that I want to show you guys or measure for you guys is the Supernova. All right, this is also an 8x6 millimeter. This stone is cut at a 5.99 to 6 millimeter. It's approximately basically 6 millimeter. It's cut pretty precisely, and so that's the short side. The long side, since it is an elongated stone, is an 8.01. So it's cut very close to that of the CNC Moissanite. The only difference being the corners are cut slightly shorter than that of a CNC Moissanite, and the facets being slightly wider than that of the CNC Moissanite. That's a 4.4 millimeter. So the depth of this specific stone, or the Supernova, it's actually higher than the CNC that we just compared it to.
Hey guys, I hope you guys like what you saw there. Again, if there's something that you want to see, leave a comment below, leave a message, and we may actually make a video just for you, okay? This channel is to educate you all on different types of moissanite types, different types of cut types, different types of gemstones, okay? So thank you again. We are at 600 subs. Our goal is to hit 1,000 subs by the end of this year. So if you've been following our channel, definitely subscribe to it, and I'll see you again next time. Goodbye.